Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me, Ferrous for another Warlords tutorial video. Today we will be talking about the request menu. In the Warlords mode for ArmA 3, the player's main utility will be the mode-exclusive request menu. Once you load into a server playing the Warlords scenario, players are able to access the request menu by holding the I key. The request menu enables access to the following resources and functions: infantry, vehicles, aircraft, defenses, gear, and strategy. The infantry tab allows players to request AI infantry units. These units can be controlled by the player to move, attack, and defend sectors. AI subordinates may also be used to crew vehicles as the driver, commander, gunner, or just as a passenger. AI units drop with default loadouts for specific classes, such as combat lifesaver, repair specialist, as well as specialized combat loadouts like anti-tank, anti-air, and marksman. I will cover the basics and more in-depth AI controls and strategy in another video. Almost every vehicle is available to use in the Warlord scenario for each faction respectively. Some noticeable absences include artillery vehicles and larger drones. When starting a fresh match of Warlords, the early vehicles such as the Quillen or the Prowler armed variants can be very useful for capturing sectors at an expedited rate. These vehicles are more vulnerable, however, so use cover and move frequently to capitalize on their effectiveness. Throughout the match, players will be able to afford heavier vehicles such as main battle tanks and anti-air armor as well. Aircraft serves essentially the same function as vehicles, though requesting aircraft require the team to hold a sector which can accommodate aircraft, such as a sector with an airstrip. As mentioned with the Vehicles tab, the bigger drones are not available for use in the Warlord scenario. Choppers, jets, and the Cyan and Blackfish are all available through the request menu as long as a corresponding sector is held by that team, one which can accommodate aircraft. The Defense tab is primarily dedicated to dropping manned and automatic turrets for use in the defense of held sectors. Manned turrets can be occupied by player-controlled AI. The automatic turrets can be placed at inconvenient and hard to dislodge locations to delay the opposing team for as long as possible. There are some exploits involved with using such tactics which should be avoided, as exploits which virtually make these turrets invulnerable ruin the fun for everyone. The Gear tab gives players to the Arsenal menu, which allows for fully customizable loadouts. The Gear tab also features a last loadout function to quickly and cheaply reacquire the previous loadout after respawning. Additional options include the ability to request ammo and weapon crates, which can be accessed by anyone in the vicinity, including vehicle ammo crates. The strategy menu finishes off the request menu. This tab allows players to request a sector scan, which reveals all enemy presence within the chosen sector. Players can fast travel to contested or held sectors with the strategy menu. Transferring the in-game currency command points is also done through the strategy menu, and locking and unlocking any owned vehicles remotely is also done through this tab. And finally, players can dismiss AI subordinates using the strategy tab as well. To conclude, the request menu is a vital component to the Warlord scenario. Familiarizing yourself with its functions and each tab should give you an advantage when heading into a match. Future tutorials will be produced to help describe some of the other gameplay systems, such as controlling AI, effectively utilizing vehicles, and more. Happy hunting, and thanks as always for watching.